So the brand sent me this e-scooter to check out. Now it's got some pretty good, it's got cruise control, it's energy recovery, which is going to be basically when you back off the throttle, it will self-charge itself. Kind of tied into this ABS. It's got cell safety and power savings mode. So I'm kind of excited to open up this box and see what we got in here. So let's do that. All right, so very nice looking scooter here. We've got lots of packing, it's well packed, pretty heavy duty looking, got nice welds here. Wow, this is actually a pretty nice looking scooter. We've got disc brakes, looks to snap together pretty easy. That'll fold up. I'm gonna go ahead and screw this thing together. It's not gonna have much to it. I can tell you right now, it's gonna go together real quick. Everything's zip tied in nice. What is this? Oh, it even comes with an actual phone mount. This is going to be an app operated system, so now we can hook our phone to the bars, run the app. This is going to be our manual. So we do have a manual here, and that's going to have pretty much all the information we're going to need. It's going to have our app information, our assembly instructions, a couple safety tips. Here's our charger. Okay, that's going to be the wall part. This looks like a good charger. It's got all the labeling on it, all these safety. So this is actually a legit charger. Got an interesting sized barrel adjuster on it. So you definitely not want to lose this charger. It's very specific to this scooter. All right, so let's put this thing together and then we'll take another look at it. All right, so really the only 4 bolts that I see you even have to install your stem here, the foldable stem where it connects onto the kind of the gooseneck. So we'll just, these are, they have Loctite on them already, so we'll just run these in. All right, that is nice. So the folding mechanism right here is just you have a safety, and then you will disengage the arm that unlocks it, and it folds right down. Lock it up, and safety. So that's pretty secure. This is nice and beefy. It's all heavy duty stuff right here. Very thick, well machined. So I don't have any concerns about the quality. That's all great. Pretty sleek. The wheels, nice detail. Like I say, this whole assembly right here is pretty stout. This little keeper here is plastic. That just locks this arm from its safety. Nice cable routing. And we come back here, we can see our disc brakes are pretty nice. You got a mechanical disc brake, pretty sweet. You have these tires don't actually take air, which I kind of like that. Airless tires are the way to go on a scooter like this. You really don't need to play around with air pressures and stuff like that. So I like that. Here's our kickstand. It's a nice short kickstand. And then here's our charge port right here. So we'll be charging this thing up here in a second. And it's got a nice little watertight look to it. All right, so our controls are looking pretty good here. We've got our regular bell. Nice. We got our brake lever, which is going to control front and back brakes, I believe. Here's our thumb throttle right here. Pretty good, comfortable grips. I like them. They're like a rubber, really comfortable grip. I have a little piece of brown tape here. This is where the QR code's for the app. And then we got a little plastic here for our on and off button. This is going to be what we lock the folded position in right there. So on the fender, there's going to be kind of a little tab right there, and on the handlebars, that'll just go right down in there and secure right in. And then it unlocks just as easy. This one's pretty nice. I've seen some other ones that are kind of difficult to lock and unlock. That pops in there, nice and positive. Folds up our scooter nice and tight for carrying around and transporting. So we've got a pretty sharp looking unit here on the front end. Here's our controls. We do have some plastic. Oh yeah, that looks good. We got our headlight here, which we will hook up and check out. There, we got our headlight. Nice. Here's our actual little instructions. Here's our dashboard. So we've got an eco mode, our start button. Still got some plastic on that. There we go. There's our start button. And headlight, eco, off, on. So we have a lot of stuff there that we'll go through, and we'll also go through the app to make sure we got all that figured out. We have a tail light here. It's pretty cute. So there's our little tail light. One tap headlight. Yeah, we're looking great. So we're going to charge this thing up and we'll take it for a ride. All right, so here's a look at the actual app screen that you're going to be looking at right here. You're just going to connect it with the, there's a QR code in the user's manual. You'll use that, not the QR code on the bike. That's for the Chinese app. The one in the manual is the one that you want. So you're going to just basically, you're going to turn on your power, hit your Bluetooth button. That's going to connect you to the bike, as you see there. And from there, you'll have basically all kinds of information. You'll have your estimated mileage, and I mean, you can just scroll through this list. There's quite a bit of stuff there. Firmware update we do not need. Here's our settings right here, so you can put it on imperial or metric. This gives you your battery. It's a 7-amp-hour battery. That's the one that pops up. That is correct. You can turn your cruise control on. Here you can power your cruise control, your adjustment there. And then here's your modes. So you will have riding mode. You have comfort mode, normal mode, and sports mode. And you'll have different speeds with those. And this kind of gives you more of your actual, the speeds. As you go, you'll be able to see this top out. So we're going to go into sport mode. I think it just accelerates a little faster. And now zero start is going to be, right now, if you hit the thumb throttle, it will not power the bike. You'll have to give it basically a kick like a normal scooter. And then when you have this on, it will take off from a dead start. You just hit the thumb throttle and it will take off. I actually kind of like it better just to give it a kick like a normal scooter before I take off, and I keep it set on that setting. But this is basically what your app's going to have for you. You do have a lock and an unlock mode here. Your bike will go into park mode. Here's for your headlight on and off, which works very well. This is your cruise control just from the dash right here, so that tells you that it's on and off. And then our sport mode, comfort mode, and normal mode can be hit from right here on the screen too. So let's go into sport mode, and you'll also see this little red indicator right here will change on your screen. So, and we're in sports mode. So okay, we'll take a look at how these affect the actual dash when you're looking at the app, and how it changes on the scooter itself on the dash. Because you don't have to use the app. You can do everything without the app, or you can use the app. Myself, apps are nice. I'm glad it has an app that you can go in there and check, look at stuff, adjust stuff. But in general, I'm probably not going to use the app when I'm just riding around. It's just quicker. Put it in the modes you want to be in and go.